Acorn newspapers, publishers of the Greenwich Post, New Canaan Advertiser, the Darien Times, the Ridgefield Press, the Weston Forum, the Wilton Bulletin, the Reading Pilot, the Lewisboro Ledger, the Monroe Courier, the Eastern Courier, the Trumbull Times, Fairfield Sun, Shelton Herald, the Stratford Star, the Milford Mirror, and the Valley Gazette.
Hersam, Acorn, and HANradio.com. The leader in local news, sports, arts, and entertainment in southwestern Connecticut.
Coming to you live from Oak Hills Park Golf Club in Norwalk. It's a special Monday Nutmeg Sports, just a little after noon on HANradio.com and streaming live on the Hersam Acorn Network with with Chris Irway. I'm Rob Adams. I had to do it.
You did, so you get one of these.
Well, at least I didn't go with Chris Kitt.
Then I probably would have walked off.
See, you would have hit me at that point. We are live here for a terrific golf tournament that we're going to play in, and the genesis of this is pretty simple. You've played in this for a while,
right?
And you suggested that we connect and see if maybe we could come out here and do the show and, you know, go out and play the tournament as well. So we're going to play today, which I'm nervously excited to do, but I'm thrilled to see this course. It looks great.
I almost wish that I could not play in my group and just follow you around in the woods with a camera phone and just, you know, become YouTube famous.
Yeah, I began to take a look at the course a little while ago during coffee break, and right off the bat, I'm taking a look at some of these holes and thinking, well, this could be a fun day.
Like I said, don't take out driver until number 8, and you'll be all set.
Yeah, and reading some of the pros' tips, I see that very thing. You know, You go long iron or three wood off the tee, stay on the right side. This is on number 1, and yeah, we'll survive.
It goes from there. You'll be fine.
We'll survive.
You've got 3 other players with you to help out.
Got a little water hazard here on 3. Gets exciting on 4, but don't take out the driver until 8.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
exactly.
So the Big Bertha stays put in the bag.
Fine. That's absolutely fine. Take out your 5 wood, your 4 iron, and just go have fun.
See, I think 3. You don't think 3 wood?
You could hit your 3 wood, but you didn't really practice it a lot the other day. So.
No, I did not. We had fun, though, doing that.
We did.
I mean, I'm still recovering with the blister.
Your swing is short and compact and easy. I thought I would have to give you a lot of technical tips, but I really didn't. It's all a mental game for you, Rob. If you could just stay focused, you could be pretty, below average.
Below average, thanks. This is what friends are for.
That's it.
So this is how we get started here on this Monday. Tell me about this tournament. I mean, we had Ted Fosenko on a little earlier, but it's a tournament that's important to the Kiwanians of Norwalk.
Yes.
As well as they named it after a beloved past member and past president, correct?
Yes.
I mean, that's pretty exciting stuff.
It's exciting stuff. The 40th anniversary, and Bill Cosmo was a widely recognized figure in Norwalk, as Ted said. I'm best friends with his nephew who plays in this tournament, and I've played in it for the past, I think, 5 years. And it really is just a great venue here at Oak Hills. This is my home course. I play here as much as I can when I have the time. So a great venue to have such an outstanding golf tournament, and I think it's up to almost 60 players so far. So
that's what I heard.
We're right on the cusp there of really making this big. And like Ted said, it really started off strong and then took a dip, and now it's really kind of on its way back. And that's why I'm grateful to you guys and Oak Hills. I'm glad I could make this kind of bridge.
No, it started with you.
And really, promote the tournament, promote Oak Hills, and really make this something big.
And still wear that Notre Dame hat.
And still wear it and loud and proud. I had to match my shorts.
You did. By the way, give a shout out to your lovely daughter.
Oh, my daughter, Genevieve, Evie, who's 3.5 months old. And
beautiful.
My amazing wife Jenna, who allowed me to come out here and play in this tournament and do this broadcast. So,
and not only that, has given the blessing to you joining. The A team gets back together for another year of football.
Another year of football in September. I'm excited to do it. The A team reunites as it should be. As it should be.
So we're excited for that as well. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we are going to speak with Ed Ruiz. He is the head golf professional here at Oak Hills, which we'll find out more about. We'll learn a little bit of the history of it and what this beautiful place is all about. So we'll do that when we come back right here on Nutmeg Sports from Norwalk on HANradio.com and streaming live on the Hersam Acorn Network.
Breaks, sprains, injuries, and pain can now be quickly and expertly treated at Coastal Ortho Express in Norwalk. Why wait hours in the ER? Save a trip and save money going straight to an orthopedic specialist at Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care, 203-845-2070. No appointment necessary. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care, open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building at 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or call 203-845-2070. Fast!
Healthy, confident smiles begin at Stratford Orthodontics. Conveniently located on Main Street, we are Stratford's hometown orthodontist. We offer the latest in orthodontic technology, including Damon braces and Invisalign. We always accept new patients. Call today to schedule a complimentary consultation. 203-375-8332. Stratford Orthodontics, 2499 Main Street, Stratford. 203-375-8332 and online at stratfordsmile.com.
Alliance. We are an industry leader in coordinating transportation for large events such as corporate roadshows, conferences, and special events. Our team of experts understands the dynamics and logistics of high-pressure situations and complex arrangements, all within a rapidly changing environment. Since 1999, we have added charter jets, event management, and personal protection to our range of services. Mention this ad for $25 off your next round-trip reservation. Alliance and you. Together, we can achieve the extraordinary. 855-546-6996 or alliancelimo.com.
August means tennis in Connecticut, and the top players are gonna be here. Be there as some of the world's best women compete for the title at the Connecticut Open presented by United Technologies. And the boys are back for the Men's Legends event presented by PowerShares Series with John McEnroe, James Blake, and more. Experience a variety of food trucks, hands-on activities, live music, and so much more for the kids and family. It all adds up to one legendary week. August 21st through the 29th at the Connecticut Tennis Center in New Haven. Get your tickets at ctopen.org.
You're listening to Hersam Acorn Radio.
Back with you on the special Nutmeg Sports on this Monday afternoon, 12/12. Indeed, it's a Monday. We're at Oak Hills Park Golf Course in Norwalk. I'm Rob Adams, Chris Irway at the other end of the table. And Ed Ruiz joins us. He is the head golf professional here. And Ed, first of all, thank you so much, not only for having us here today, but being so accommodating to us throughout this day.
Well, great. Thanks for coming. It's a good way to promote our club.
Tell us about this great golf course.
Well, it's a 1969 course designed by Alfred Tull, who was responsible for designing a lot of the great courses in the area. It hasn't had many improvements throughout the year. It's original design, and hopefully in the fall we're going to start putting some work into it and maintain the integrity. And we're looking forward to our projects coming up and hopefully starting in the fall.
In terms of difficulty for a golfer, what are they going to find out here?
It's challenging. The front nine, as you were saying earlier, is it's difficult. It's a shot placement type style course, and then it opens up fairly wide on the second 6 holes, and then the last 6 are again pretty tight and challenging. So it's a good test for all.
Ed, is there a particular type of player that you think excels here rather than one? I mean, obviously a big bomber doesn't need to come out here and take out a driver until the middle of the round. Our shot makers, guys that can move the ball left to right and right to left, really, kind of the guys that score well here, or can a guy just come in and say, you know what, I'm just going to hit driver on the first hole and try to drive it to the bottom edge of the fairway? Yeah,
there's rewards and risks that you could take, but generally I'd say it's a shot maker's course. We've held several qualifiers here, CSGA qualifiers, Met PGA qualifiers, and you'll see that the scores are really generally not that low. So it's definitely a test for even the best players.
I know this course has been the bane of my existence for a long time, trying to score, and really, the first 15 holes, it seems like I'll do okay, and then the last 3 holes, for some reason, just can't get it done. So I don't know what it is. I must just get exhausted.
Yeah,
out here.
there's elevations and stuff, and controlling your distances are important. Knowing where to hit it on the greens. It definitely takes some experience here to play well.
And from the time that I joined here when I was 14, I've seen not a ton of transformation. Obviously anything like that, but it's gotten a whole lot better out there. I think in terms of quality of the fairways, the greens, the rough. It's lush. It's green out there, and there was kind of a point where it. Kind of took this really just took off in terms of quality. So it's gotten a lot better and a lot more difficult.
Right. I think everything's relative to the decline in golf over the last 10 years, but we are back on track. Our rounds are increasing. Our course conditions are outstanding, thanks to Jim Schell, our superintendent. He's done an amazing job keeping these greens at top level. So, and the fairways as well. And again, we're hoping to begin our improvements, which will repair some of the tees and bunkers that need work out here. So we're really looking forward to that, and I think that'll really take us to the next level. Again, everything's sort of coming together quickly. We're really excited about it.
Ed, what goes into putting on a tournament like this? How much work is this kind of a tournament?
Well, luckily I get a lot of help from the people, the organizers of an event like this. It takes time. We need a lot of staff to set up the carts, and as a matter of fact, today we have 2 shotguns going off. But it is a great venue for organizations to raise money for all sorts of different charities, and we continue to offer a good pricing structure for that, so that the people can actually get contributions and be able to donate fair amount of money to their foundations or charities.
How do they go about setting up a tournament here?
They just would call the shop, ask for anybody, any of the management team, and we'll supply you with the information. Our restaurant services are available as well. So it is really a great venue to hold an event.
I got to look in the restaurant on Saturday. Ed and I took a ride up there because we were possibly going to do our show from up there.
Right.
But this worked out terrific as it is, but the restaurant itself is beautiful.
It sure is. It's a nice building, and great food and hospitality. So again, it's a great place to come and combine golf and dining.
Ed, what do you think these greens are running on the stint meter today? I mean, it's pretty dry out there. Not a ton of rain recently. I mean, these greens have gotten considerably faster over the past couple of years. What do you think they're running right now?
I wouldn't want to quote the number, but I did see Jim rolling them this morning. I think it's for him, it's more not necessarily about speed, but how true they are and how true they roll. And I think if you come out here, you'll notice today how well they are rolling. So he's doing a great job in keeping them well maintained as well.
And what's great is that driving into Oak Hills, you get to see a bunch of different holes, and you kind of see some of the pin placements. And I continue to be amazed where some of these pin placements are. I'm like, I'm going to go right at that flag, and then I get up there and I'm realizing. Never in a million years.
Exactly.
Never in a million years am I going to go at that flag.
Two of the best holes are what I think are 14 and 15, and
yes.
It's not our signature hole. Number 5, I think, actually is, but it is a challenging par 3. It could play as long as 240. So
yeah,
I think we have it at about 205 today for you guys.
Yeah, that is a blessing, I think, at 205. And Rob, you should be aware of that 5th hole, the signature hole, the par 3 over water. I think you'll enjoy that one.
There is a $10,000 hole-in-one prize there.
So you see that, Rob? Hole-in-one, $10,000, just like that.
There's hope for me after all.
You
have a nice pro shop right here as
Thank
well.
you.
We're just outside of it. Tell us about some of the things in there.
Well, we have all the name brand equipment. Our prices are competitive with all the big box stores, and we do club fitting and all the other services that you would get at any other full-service shop.
And for people that don't know, a ton about Oak Hills or just getting into golf, if they want to learn more about joining, because joining as a member, in Norwalk, can you talk a little bit about that and
Sure.
how that works?
Norwalk residents have a great option. They can join the club here for $75 a year, and they will pay, I think it's $29 on the weekends, $28 during the week. Non-residents from other towns are welcome to join. We actually encourage that. Our non-resident memberships are $150. So that entitles them to rounds of $30 during the week and $35 on the weekend. those numbers don't include cart, but it is a really reasonable pricing. Of course, for juniors can buy membership carts for $40. After twilight hours, I think they pay $11, $12. So we've really managed to maintain our pricing to promote the game of golf.
And I think this is a great course to walk. Personally, I
Sure
love walking.
is.
Unless I'm playing in a tournament like this, I love to walk and get out there and get exercise. So if you don't need to take a cart, get out here and walk it.
It's definitely a great course to walk. It's a little hilly on the front side, but as you get out towards the back, things get a little flatter and easier to walk. And it's a quick walk.
Is there a favorite hole for you, and then a hole that always gives you trouble?
I would say 14 is my favorite hole here. As far as trouble, number 2 is probably one of the trickier shot holes because of the approach shot.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you pull it in either direction or move it the wrong way, you can get funny bounces up there, and it's a tough green to hold on to. So.
I'm assuming a pro like yourself on 14, you're booming driver over the lake, hitting wedge in.
Well, not quite. Maybe a PGA Tour guy could do that, but it's a fair hole. It's a fun, challenging hole to play. You really have to shape your tee shot. So.
Yes. Well, you've been amazing to us, and we're grateful to be here, and thank you so much for all this. We're having a great time, and looking forward to hitting the course.
I appreciate you guys coming. Thank
Ed,
you very much.
thank you so much.
Thanks,
Great.
Ed.
Ed Ruiz is the head golf professional here at Oak Hill. We take a break. We come back. We continue on a Monday. It is 12:21 on HANradio.com.
Located in the heart of picturesque downtown Ridgefield at 13 Governor Street, Colby's is the area's premier retailer for blinds, shades, shutters, and draperies, and is one of the select few Hunter Douglas Gallery dealers. A family-owned and operated company, Colby's experienced staff will work with you in choosing the best treatments for your home or office and offer free measuring and expert installation. Colby's also carries an extensive line of decorative fabrics including Schumacher, Durley, Tebow, and more. Or browse over 400 books in our wallpaper library from famous designers such as Stroheim, Schumacher, Ralph Lauren, Tebow, and York. Take advantage of our Fashion in Motion savings event with savings and rebates on Hunter Douglas shades with Power Rise technology. Colby's of Ridgefield. We are committed to your complete satisfaction. 203-438-8531.
It's Lots of Characters, specializing in children's birthday parties with your child's favorite characters. When you want to party hardy, when you need to celebrate, call us, we won't be late. We help create lasting memories for you and your child on their special day. Call us at 203-590-1791 or visit our website at lotsofcharacters.org for more information and to see our party packages. Lots of Characters, 203-590-1791 or online at lotsofcharacters.org.
It's grilling season, and Walter Stewart's Market is your local destination for the finest grill-ready certified Angus beef strip steaks, skirt steaks, 100% grass-fed ribeyes, all-natural pork ribs, Arthur Ave-style kebabs, fresh-cut veggies, delicious grab-and-go salads, chilled rosé wine, and ice-cold craft brews right next door. Walter Stewart's, your fresh local market. 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, and shop online for groceries and wine delivered to your door at stewartsmarket.com.
Connecticut Rockefeller Estate is Westchester County's top cultural attraction and is now open for the season. Don't miss out. Go online to hudsonvalley.org to plan your visit. Take a drive out to beautiful Sleepy Hollow, New York, and enjoy Connecticut's stunning architecture, breathtaking gardens, expansive art galleries, and commanding Hudson River views. From world-class art by Picasso and Warhol to expertly tended gardens, there's something for everyone. Connecticut Rockefeller Estate, a National Trust for Historic Preservation landmark.
Now you can keep up with what's happening in Darien with the convenience of the Darien Times Online. Your choice. Print or digital subscription for just $45 a year. Or get the print and digital bundle for just $10 more, $55 a year. To subscribe to the Darien Times, go to hersamsecure.com/CIRC or call the circulation department at 203-894-3388. The Darien Times, now in print and online. Don't miss a single issue. Subscribe today.
Hersam Acorn and HANradio.com.
I'm back here flying solo in Norwalk. I'm Rob Adams. Chris will join me again in a moment. We've got a few more guests to come on as we get ready, and then we're going to shut down and go play some golf. And again, I keep saying, try not to embarrass myself. Chris hits the ball really well, but for me, the first time I swung the club in a couple of years the other day, I think the last time I actually went out in the course was with Chris Irway at his bachelor gathering, and he's been married a couple of years now, so I'm a little nervous to go out. Hersam will be out there. AJ Simonowski, myself, and John Kovach will have a good time out there on the golf course. When we come back tomorrow's show, we'll have a little fun talking about. I went down the line yesterday, went down to Baltimore, checked out Camden Yards. So we'll spend a few minutes on that really on tomorrow's show. Might even break out the big Hawaiian shirt that they gave out yesterday, but we'll talk about that on tomorrow's show. We're keeping this about the golf, about the course, about this tournament, and about Norwalk itself. So we'll take a quick break. Chris comes back. We've got a guest coming back as well when we continue from here in Norwalk at Oak Hills, having a good time here. We're back right after this as we continue on HANradio.com, streaming live on the Hersam Acorn Network.
Located in the heart of picturesque downtown Ridgefield at 13 Governor Street, Colby's is the area's premier retailer for blinds, shades, shutters, and draperies, and is one of the select few Hunter Douglas Gallery dealers. A family-owned and operated company, Colby's experienced staff will work with you in choosing the best treatments for your home or office and offer free measuring and expert installation. Colby's also carries an extensive line of decorative fabrics including Schumacher, Durley, Tebow, and more. Or browse over 400 books in our wallpaper library from famous designers such as Stroheim, Schumacher, Ralph Lauren, Tebow, and York. Take advantage of our Fashion in Motion savings event with savings and rebates on Hunter Douglas shades with Power Rise technology. Colby's of Ridgefield. We are committed to your complete satisfaction. 203-438-8531.
It's Lots of Characters, specializing in children's birthday parties with your child's favorite characters. When you want to party hardy, when you need to celebrate, call us, we won't be late. We help create lasting memories for you and your child on their special day. Call us at 203-590-1791 or visit our website at lotsofcharacters.org for more information and to see our party packages. Lots of Characters, 203-590-1791 or online at lotsofcharacters.org.
It's grilling season, and Walter Stewart's Market is your local destination for the finest grill-ready certified Angus beef strip steaks, skirt steaks, 100% grass-fed ribeyes, all-natural pork ribs, Arthur Ave-style kebabs, fresh-cut veggies, delicious grab-and-go salads, chilled rosé wine, and ice-cold craft brews right next door. Walter Stewart's, your fresh local market. 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, and shop online for groceries and wine delivered to your door at stewartsmarket.com.
Hersam Acorn and HANradio.com.
Back here in Norwalk at Oak Hills with Chris Irway, I'm Rob Adams as we get ready to go out and play the golf course in just about an hour's time now. Want a little time to swing the club, loosen up, like you told me.
Like I said, a man of your tender age needs to stretch out.
Old man like me, got to do all this other stuff you were showing me.
The hip rotation,
right?
The
hip rotation.
We don't want all arms
for
you.
What are the three things you were telling me?
All right, back of the stance. 50% swing.
50%.
Bend the knees.
That's it. And adjust the club head.
Adjust
really
the club,
that's
the fourth thing. But you'll get it. You'll be fine.
All right.
Don't worry.
I'm playing with the bosses. I'm a little nervous about this.
You got to impress.
AJ and I will do a lot of laughing. That I'm good with. It's the other two I'm worried about.
It's the other two. I mean, I could see John off camera right now. He's very serious right now. He wants to win this thing.
He does. He gets serious. He gets nasty. I mean, it's scary. I worry. I worry when playing with John.
You should be worried.
I am. But anyway, it looks like it's a great course. I can't wait to go out and play it. And we grabbed a couple of guests.
We did. I'd like to introduce Joe Cosma and Tim Montegrano.
How are you?
They are Joe is Bill's brother and Tim is his nephew. Wanted to bring them on to talk a little more about Bill and really, as a man and what he meant to Norwalk and really just learn a bit more about the guy that this tournament has now been named after for quite a few years.
And you pretty much asked the first question right off the bat.
Yeah.
Who was the man?
I was old 13 years ago. and he was my golf partner. We played brothers against brothers every weekend, and he was actually a very good golfer, but a better teacher.
I can hear in your voice she sounds like you miss him every day.
Every day.
Yeah, sounds like he was a remarkable man who did a lot for local sports from what we were hearing earlier today.
Ted really mentioned, especially with Little League, really a huge contributor in Norwalk. So.
Yeah, they actually dedicated a ball field to him in East Norwalk because he was involved with NAA, which was the Norwalk Athletic Association girls softball. He was very involved, president of that, and just involved in everything, and more than I can say for myself. But
and Tim, your thoughts on your uncle and the type of man he was, and
well, as my uncle said, definitely involved in the community. He was big in a lot of, he was a photographer, so he was always doing a lot of the sport shoots for all the younger, the little leagues and the girls softball, and so a lot of people knew him through those athletics. And obviously, we're here today. This is my, third or fourth time playing this tournament.
Yeah.
I know we got you recruited in.
I'm in for life.
Yeah, we're try to expand it to at least, good friends and family as we can. Unfortunately, not everyone can always get the time off to come play, but we stay adamant. And, I don't know, it's fun. Come golf with my uncle, my aunt, my brother, and obviously friends, so it's a good day.
Well, you brought up a good point. What do we have to do to expand it? What can we do to help get the word out and get more people to play this tournament? It's got a lot of people today, but how can we even make it better?
Just keep word of mouth. Word of mouth, I think it's, I anytime I meet someone who golfs, I always run it past them. People tend, I'm not a very avid golfer, as you can ask Chris, but I play for fun. I enjoy it, and usually, sometimes people ask, how many times do you play? How many times do you play a year? I'm like, not a lot. I was like, but, I play a few memorial tournaments. One's my uncle, and I always just go into that for a quick minute or two. But, it really is just word of mouth. I think right now, at least it seems that's the existence of it.
Yeah, and I think it's great that we're able to be here and promote this event at this great venue. And Tim is right. He doesn't play a lot, but when he does, he has a lot of fun. He also talks a lot of trash, apparently. Says he wants to beat me today. I don't know how he's going to do it with his golf swing, but we're going to have a fun day today.
It's who's your foursome, by the way?
So it's me. It's actually a threesome today.
Okay.
So it's me. Lucked out. Got the threesome. Me, Peter Cawley, who's off camera right now in a nice red shirt. He must have just purchased that. And then Stephen Hill, who we're playing with today. So it's a threesome, and I think that means that we are able to hit an extra tee shot. So
probably.
I think that's a huge advantage.
Right. Looks out in your favor.
I believe Steve Hill is a past president of the Kiwanis also.
So
there you go.
You've got that on your side.
I've got to step it up today.
I've got that. I've got that locked in. So my game's been pretty decent so far this year. So hopefully. We can come out there and shoot a low round, but even in our talks with Ted earlier, really just talking about Bill and the type of guy he was, always just well liked, a gentleman, and like you said, a teacher. As a golfer, was he a guy that always just wanted to get? Was he a very good golfer? I mean, were you guys pretty competitive?
Yes.
Kind of growing up and playing. How did that work?
Yes, and yes. He actually worked for, it was a magazine out of New Canaan called, he was a subcontractor for a magazine called The Country Club. And then he went to Golf Digest.
Yep.
And they traveled the whole world. I mean, really, they were Ireland, England, and my buddy who we played with, one of the other brothers that I spoke about, he's a writer for Golf Digest.
Yeah.
And my brother was the photographer. So the two of them had a nice little gig.
Amazing experience.
Yeah.
To be able to go and travel and some of the photographs that we've seen him take are just breathtaking, unbelievable photos. To have that kind of in your repertoire and to be able to tell those stories is really just amazing.
Now, how's your golf game?
Fair.
Okay. I'm counting on that because, see, I love him. He's my buddy.
Right.
But I can't. If he wins, I can't deal with it.
I know.
So we need some guys to keep him grounded.
That's not going to happen.
I heard he was crushing a 4-wood over the fence at the driving range yesterday. So
apparently, so is Doug.
Let's not talk about your brother's golf game. That's a kid who talked trash for a year and couldn't hit the ball last year. So, let's not bring that up.
And I do think that's a big part of tournaments like this is that you come out here and you certainly do a lot of laughing. You want to, sure, you're competitive. You try to have a good golf game, a good round, a good scramble, all of that. But you're trying to have a good time. You're trying to, maybe share a few laughs in the camaraderie as well. I would think that's a big part of what this tournament is about.
Yeah, exactly what it's about.
And the foursome, you want to just talk about the foursome that you have today? It's you, Tim, Doug,
and my wife.
Now her golf game. Do you want to say anything about her golf game on the air, or is that going to get you in trouble?
She's going to put these two guys to shame.
Yeah! There we go.
I don't doubt it. At all.
I like that. I like the sound of that.
She has a good short game, and she's a good putter, so we'll
that's
see
it.
What happens.
Right, Rob, what do I always tell you? It's not how you drive. It's how you arrive.
It's how you arrive.
That's it.
I hope to arrive with a big smile on my face.
And I got to say, I thought I was going to give it to Pete, but once again, Tim, best dressed out of all of us. This pink shirt. He definitely isn't the best golfer,
sharp.
But he always comes the best dressed. It looks like
It
looks like he just walked out of like a store. Like he's one of the mannequins. Just walks right out onto the golf course.
It came out of Golfsmith's front window.
Perfectly said. Gentlemen, best of luck on the course today, and thank you both for coming out here and sharing your memories as well. It's an honor to play the tournament today.
Definitely appreciate it.
We'll take one final break. Chris and I will come back and wrap up, and then I shudder to think, to the golf course we go. We continue on from Norwalk right after this on HANradio.com and streaming live on the Hersam Acorn Network.
The long winter is finally astern. Bait is invading the harbors, coves, and inlets. Stripers, fluke, and porgies are on the move. In the streams and lakes, trout, smallmouth, largemouth, and walleye have moved out of hibernation. At the dock shop, it's all systems go. And now in 2 locations, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, and their newest location at 609 Riverside Avenue in Westport. Bait, tackle, apparel, and of course, all the marine and nautical accessories that they're known for are ready for you at the dock shop. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport. Visit us at dockshop.com.
August means tennis in Connecticut, and the top players are going to be at the Connecticut Open, presented by United Technologies. Live music, food trucks, plus the superstars of women's tennis and the men's Legends event, presented by the Power Shares Series, August 21st through the 29th. Get your tickets at ctopen.org.
You're listening to Hersam Acorn Radio.
And we're back here with a special Nutmeg Sports on this Monday afternoon at 12:37. Rob and Chris, and you need to come do this more often, by the way. We need to have you on the show more often.
It's been amazing to be back on HAN. It really is, and I really do look forward to the football season.
Yeah.
It's something I look forward to every year. It's a passion of mine, and I know it is obviously of yours, and getting the A-team, the band back together.
Yes!
So it's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting, and the last time you and I did games together was a pretty phenomenal collection of state championship games in West Haven.
I mean, we really had some classics,
yeah.
some really ultimate games that you just can't make it up.
You think about it, you get La Police making the catch over the middle in the end zone to give New Canaan the lead.
Yep.
Hammernick dropping the ball deep down the middle of the field still breaks my heart for him.
Heartbreaking for him.
I don't know him, but just you hate to see a kid do that, and he, we all move on, but and a missed extra point.
Missed it. Huge. How big are special teams? We say it every year.
And with all of that, if it happens, then there's overtime. Darien and New Canaan again. Right after
Part two
after truly one of the great football games I've ever been a part of, and that was that Thanksgiving Turkey Bowl FCAC championship game that I know people were listening far, and I would venture to guess that might be the most listened to thing we've done in terms of at least sports. I would venture that.
It was just amazing to be a part of it. It really was.
I know that people were telling me they were listening at Thanksgiving dinners and parties all over, and the reactions from house to house were just, it was great.
It's amazing
and
that you can. you can have kind of that vast spread of what we've done here and what you've been able to build.
Yeah, and we had, Eric Gendron and Chris Kalin working the sideline, and then the professionals up in the booth.
Right, Gendron and Taco just over there.
Left that right there for me.
That's the old 3-wood to the face right there for Taco.
And then the latter game in the championship was that Shelton-Xavier game where the thinking was Shelton was going for a coronation, a perfect season, and instead, not so much.
Not so much. And really, I don't think many people expected them to lose that game.
Yeah.
I think they were a pretty much heavy favorite.
And remember the big fumble.
Yeah, I mean on the goal line basically. I mean, how do you just not wrap it up two hands and get like tight as a breadbasket and just go?
I don't know. Months later.
It's amazing to think about.
And as we said at the top of the show, I don't need to ask how you've been keeping yourself busy. Of course, full-time job and all, but now as a dad.
It's been crazy, but like I said, my wife is amazing, and to be able to do these games and as many as we do now, it is just awesome. So I'm really looking forward to it.
We'll have a full slate, and last year's slate was pretty full. We even stepped out onto Staten Island, New York.
Love it.
We had a ball out there.
Love Staten Island.
Yeah, that was such a good time. Pizza was good and all that, and I would go back for that as well.
Absolutely, why not?
That was a good time. So, looking forward to getting out there and playing.
Yeah, it's going to be a great event. It's one that I love to play in. Have to thank Ted Fisenko, who's the treasurer of the Kiwanis Club in Norwalk and the chairman of this golf tournament. Want to thank my best friend Tim Mastragano and his uncle Joe for coming on and reminiscing about Bill, who this tournament is named after, and of course
very emotional.
Ed Ruiz, the head golf professional,
was great.
To come on with us and talk a little more about Oak Hills and the event. And really, let me tell you, from when I first started playing here to now, in the course of 15 years. Night and day difference, this club. So they've really done a great job, and I look forward to seeing even more changes. But it's you come out for a great event and a great charity to honor an amazing man. So I'm looking forward to it.
We take a moment to recognize Kate Chaplinsky, Josh Fisher. Eric Gendron was here earlier today. Our intern Dylan helped set up. Marty Hersam's here. John Kovach off camera as well. AJ Simonowski running the controls, and that leaves you and I think.
Yeah, just, a couple of broadcasters.
Just a couple of, one golfer and one guy who's going to go out and try to not rip the course up.
That's about right. I can't really say much more than that. You've done it pretty well.
Thank you very much. Regular Nutmeg Sports back on as usual time tomorrow, 2 o'clock here on HANradio.com. Coffee break, get your day started tomorrow at 11 as well. Tomorrow we'll talk a little more about having some fun down in Baltimore. We'll get into that. And like I said, maybe the Hawaiian shirt will come out and have a good time. And we'll get back into what we normally do.
Thank God you didn't wear that today. I don't think they would have let you on the course.
I know, for the abuse you gave Kalin over wearing one to a Christmas party.
Well, he just gets abuse in general from me.
He's Taco.
He is.
Keep the commentary. Hey, by the way, Metsies, sweep. Just saying.
That's it. Well, drive it straight, drive it long.
We will do. All right, guys, that'll do it for Nutmeg Sports here in Norwalk. Thanks to everybody. For Chris Irway, I'm Rob Adams. Off we go to the golf course. But for now, we'll see you tomorrow. So long from Oak Hills Park Golf Course. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
Yabba dabba dabba, yabba dabba dabba, yabba dabba 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 doo. Yabba dabba 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 doo.
Hersam, Acorn, and HANradio.com. The leader in local news, sports, arts, and entertainment in southwestern Connecticut.